Procession, Cloud Goat Ranger, and then Honor of the Pier got printed, and all of a sudden it was this, buster of a deck, and Windbrisk Heights was in standard. Figure of Destiny existed as its one drop. It had multiple lords. It had a 2/2 lifelink first strike knight for 2 that's still really powerful.
Gee, what was that thing called? I know this. No idea. Anyways.
Knight of the Metagram. Anyway, none of this will be featured in the cube. Well, some of this might be, but probably not.
It would be like what's it? Waka Flocka BSM.
Ah, the El Peter.
Ah, the El Peter. Majora Mask Agers. Yeah, Majora's Mask getting a remake in 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited.
The Scrub Lord.
The Scrub Lord. No.
Why is it called the Cube? That is a great question that I really don't have a good etymology for you of.
Yeah, I don't really know either. Like, if you look at the stack of cards, it doesn't look like a cube. It's a rectangle.
I think the old standby is that it was supposed to be this 360 card pile of.
Or the cube.
Alright, so, Mana War, Force-Spike, and Lingering Souls.
This guy, it says loads of stuff I love. Like, I love Grave Titan. I like Polakranos. I love Greater Gargadon.
I know.
And then there's, like, Brimaz and Dodge kicking around.
Yep. I'm also looking at Bonfire. Not feeling too bad about that either.
Yeah, Bonfire does a lot of work.
Yeah, Bonfire can be... Man, Polukranos? Polukranos is always huge.
So good.
Do we want to maybe try that? Or do... Like, I think if we're going to the machine plan, it would be like Bonfire or something like that.
Yeah, Bonfire or Gargadon for that, definitely.
Polukranos. I'm sitting here looking at Polukranos, feeling really strong.
Yeah, let's go with Polukranos.
Like, maybe we can... where I would like to be is Gruul. Gotta be honest with this deck.
Gruul.
We can be strong, we can be powerful, we can be Gruul.
Let's go into this. Oh, there's Chandra's Phoenix and...
Old Man of the Sea.
There's Cloud Goat.
Yeah. Now featuring Cloud... Because Cloud Goat made Kithkins, and there was, like, Kithkin Lord, and...
There's also Llanowar Elves.
Honestly, kind of feeling like that'll do work.
There's also Search for Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think the elves are slightly stronger.
Let me be honest with you on why I didn't pick Brimaz. I'm slightly burnt out on playing white. That's it. I have played white in so many cubes.
So have I. I mean, this is a different cube, though. Like, one of the main things drawing us into white in the old cubes was balance.
Yeah.
And balance is no more.
I want to stretch. I want to stretch a bit. I want to move into, like...
It's been a while since we've played just flat Gruul, hasn't it?
Yeah. We ended up with Naya a little bit while back. Like, that's not a
that's why we're in white so much, is because we love Wrath of God, we love Hero of Bladehold.
Oh, God, I haven't got to play with you in forever.
Oh, man, Eternal Witness.
God,
the Human Shaman.
Yeah, I haven't got to play with E-Witness in ages. Give me black-green now. That's my new...
There's also Sensei's Defining Top, Absence Pilgrim, Nixos.
So, let me tell you a old story about Eternal Witness.
Yeah.
I love this card a lot. And the other card that my favorite combo with E-Witness is actually still in the cube.
What is this?
There's this cycle called the Commands, and you think, okay, like, Cryptic with this is super strong, obviously, counterbalance, but Profane Command is actually the most ridiculous with it, because Profane has a recursion for X on an X cost creature, as well as its kill a creature or fear your team or -X life. So you just continuously bring back E-Witness and let it die.
You go Profane Command on 5, returning E-Witness to the battlefield, and target player loses 3 life.
Yeah, or kill off their best creature, or
You don't really use the fear. Well, if you
You
want,
could, you can.
you can, but you don't have to. There's some black here you can pick if you want to set up for that. Then there's like Sphere of the Suns on ramp or Wall of Blossoms on Wall of Blossoms.
Yeah, Wall of Blossoms on Wall of Blossoms is strong.
There's also Brushland and some Gruul cards here.
Yeah, like Avalanche Riders. I don't know how much I care for Hordling Outburst in the pile we're looking to build.
Yeah, not in this pile.
Massacre Worm is a really heavy commitment,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I'm only passing up Wall of Blossoms to do so, so it might not be the worst point.
There is Riders and there is like Slagstorm.
True. I'm going to set up for when I saw the E-Witness, my plans immediately shifted into the black
Yeah.
green, and I'm going to be straight with myself that I really like that. Dig through time is in here. By the way, I'm just going to continue to note that the white is still very strong coming up.
Here we got Cultivate and Wolfear Silverheart.
Yeah, Wolfear Silverheart's a buster. Cultivate lets me play like this, kind of like 5 and 6s really easily.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the like Silverheart is extremely strong, but the 5 and 6 drop big guys, I think,
There's a lot of them.
are easier to come by than the ramp piece that makes the deck tick. I think.
Yeah.
I know we passed up Grave Titan, which is one of the best things. We're also with the pass of Unburial Rites and Sun Titan. There's somebody who might be in that sort of zone.
That's fine though. We'll just get like a Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah. I'm on the hunt for Fauna Shaman, Sylvan Library, bunch of
War
duels.
Wastes even.
Yeah, a bunch of duels. That's got to be a Space Mutiny name.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Mutiny name. Oh, Shaman and Library are both super strong.
These are both difficult to choose between. Fauna Shaman ends up being a bit like they're both consistency pieces, and
Yeah.
I want to say Fauna Shaman will do us a little better. I actually would love to get that Volrash Stronghold back around.
Oh, definitely. And there are some strong enough things in here, including like the 3 duels in
God,
here.
this is very true. Stronghold with E-Witness is not fair. But
So we'll hope for it to come back.
Yeah. Woodfall Primus,
Or
Inquisition.
Genesis Wave.
Hmm.
Or hell, even Sundering Titan.
Yeah. Woodfall Primus and Sundering Titan both fulfill a similar role. I like picking up a Bigman right now.
Yeah. Woodland Cemetery is good, and so is Inquisition of Kozilek, but
Right.
if we pick Woodfall Primus, we won't have to deal with either of the walkers in this pack.
True, we can kill them. Sundering Titan is a bit more of a we can bust down 2 or 3 lands.
Yeah.
But I think Primus will give us a little more versatility, as it were.
We can E-Witness him after he dies 2 times.
Yeah. Earthbound Crag, Vraska, Awakening Zone.
If we are in green-black, there is Vraska, which is a pretty powerful piece of thing.
I'm always...
I know you don't really like, but you're competing with Awakening Zone as another card you're not fond of.
Honestly, I'm kind of looking at Slaughter Pact, but...
Oh, right, Slaughter Pact. Slaughter Pact is a good card.
Yeah, I like Slaughter Pact, but... You know what? I don't give this much of a thought. Let's give it a thought. Let's give it.
They can both kill a creature. Slaughter Pact just being free.
Yeah, let's give this a second look. Wow, not much going on here for us at all.
There is a fight spell, but there's also Greatest Gargadon.
Yeah. Fight. I've yet to ever see this cast in Cube, and I've yet to even be in a situation where I feel like this is what I want.
Yeah, just really most of the time it's Pit Fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I guess it's just better than Pit Fight because +1/+1.
Right. Well, you need to be able to tap the guy.
Oh right, they do tap. Are we the Dark Ritual?
Are we the humans? No, E-Witness looks like our only human at the moment.
Yeah.
Might as well grab the Dark Ritual.
We might not play it, but we might also play it.
Yeah,
Like
who
Dark
knows?
Ritual into Massacre Worm or something.
Yeah, it's not the worst, and I don't feel like outside of like the rest here, like repeal the Black Suns. I
Ooh,
can take a wrath that I can control very effectively with mana.
yeah, I like Black Suns.
Sakashima Student, one of my favorite least played clones.
It's a pretty good clone, but it's
Hmm.
least played because it's a plane chase card.
Yeah, Ninjutsu 2 Ninjutsu. It even
That,
keeps its ninja type for no
that,
reason.
that could be like a turn 3 Massacre Worm. You can pick up either Unexpectedly Absent or the Brushland to.
I'm gonna grab the Absent. Spiteful Return, Temple of Deceit, Sin Collector. I'm not playing. I'm gonna grab. I don't feel like I'm a Spiteful Return deck.
I don't think we are either. Let's just steal the temple from somebody.
I'll
Yo!
take fixing over hippie, sadly, but I will. I don't have it. Yo!
Yo!
Okay, I
Like
feel
you were
like.
about to say, I don't have the Dark Ritual, but
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
don't
I
think
didn't.
we're the deck that Dark Rits into Hippie.
So I feel like we're in a good color combo.
Black is a little thin, but
Immediately, just
Shriek Maw.
immediately looking at Shriek Mob, but there's a lot above the cut here too.
Yeah, there's Primal Command and Hornet Queen as both two things. I know you really want to
I
pick
know.
Primal Command, but
I want to pick Primal because that works with again works with E-Witness very
I, I
powerfully.
I said the wrong command. Like I know you want to play with Cryptic
I
Command,
want to
but
play with Cryptic, but I also like Primal Command is hella powerful and uh, a something to grab. Uh, God, it does again versatility. Like it
yeah,
does everything.
it does a bunch of things. But Shriek Maw is also a Shriek Maw.
Right, and Primal Command gets better if I have a Shriek Maw. I feel like I'm okay passing up Hornet Queen because in my deck I don't currently have any of the effects that I want with it, either Team Pump or
Like attrition even.
yeah, or even like a Recurring Nightmare is the one that I actually want
Yeah,
with it.
Recurring Nightmare being there. If we see Recurring Nightmare, we hella do it. Oh yeah, we splash for Cryptic, right?
If there was a
The
blue
Blue
dark
Dark
grid.
Ritual Hydrite is also called High Tide, as far as I know.
Okay, below the curve is nothing worthwhile. All right, so above the
Ooh.
curve.
We have Stomp Howler, the Grip. We got Bitter Blossom. Are we a Bitter Blossom deck? Not yet.
Not yeah, I would say not yet, not now. I don't know.
Hmm.
Sitting here thinking.
Stomp Howler is strong and probably. We already have Woodfall Primus, but there's always enough targets so that there's always.
Right, I would feel fine including the second one. Dark Blast doesn't seem like what I'm looking. Maybe it is Bitter Blossom over the Stomp Power because Stomp Power is a replaceable type effect and Bitter Blossom is unique.
We might not end up playing it. If we
Stomp
do
Power is
get.
one we leave on the board a lot anyway, too. Like,
Yeah. If we do end up with the Recurring Nightmare, Bitter Blossom is actually insane.
right. And I think I'm gonna pick it just because it's a unique effect and I'm not giving up much on the pick. Pestermite below the curve.
We got a Troll, we have Mulch, we have Precursor Golem.
Precursor is actually the one that sticks out to me here. Troll Aesthetic with little extra uh,
No weapon to put on it.
Flame Tongue Kavu as far as like that gruel pile would have gone. But with these lands coming, I feel like I really am in the right color combination.
Or black, I would like some more black, but Precursor Golem is hella strong.
Yeah.
Although I'm also fine like splashing the black we have.
Hell, it's not impossible to splash Massacre Worm when we have Cultivate to grab double Swamp. Or, hell,
And we have like Llanowar Waste and the Woodland Cemetery.
and we might get more. I mean, this fixing... The fact that that fixing came back around that late says a lot.
Yeah.
And I think we can pick this Precursor Golem up just fine.
9 power.
We're starting to set up for, like, the Recurring Nightmare style, aren't we?
We're getting there. Well, we hope it comes.
Yeah. What do we have in this one? Harmonize. A lot of, like, strong multicolored.
Yeah, nothing in our multicolored though.
Looking straight at Harmonize, really.
Yeah, I don't actually like Prime Speaker. I will keep saying that every time I see it, even though I know she's powerful. She draws you
I
cards.
mean, the big thing with Prime Speaker and wait a second, is Thragtusk in the cube? I haven't seen it in like five.
I
I
don't
don't think so.
think so. Like, if you had Prime Speaker with Thragtusk, that'd be like the most.
That was the standard trick with it that I liked was that you played Thragtusk on like a turn, and then the next turn you played Prime Speaker, and even if they were able to remove Thragtusk, you kept the token, and then you drew 3 cards, and you're like, okay, I get a 4/4, and you wasted a removal spell doing nothing, and I get a reload, like, and that's worth 6. It's a 4/4 that says draw 3 or draw 4
Oh,
actually.
Thragtusk is in the cube.
Maybe it'll show. I would really like to see Thragtusk
Yeah, I
around.
would like to play Thragtusk. I don't think we're a Eureka deck.
How about a Soul of Innistrad deck? We look pretty creature heavy.
Well, we might be. We'll have extra mana kicking around.
Yeah, we don't have a. I mean, Fauna Shaman makes Soul of Innistrad look a little. Wow, that kind of works as a fake Genesis.
Huh, sort of does. That's the fakest Genesis you can have, considering there isn't a real Genesis.
Yeah, that's as close to Genesis as we're getting. We're not a Eureka deck specifically because we didn't have the
Yeah, we didn't pick the Eldrazi,
Eldrazi.
so...
And the last thing I want to do is play Eureka and then have my opponent slam an Eldrazi back down. Yeah, Soul is really good with the E-Witness. A lot of things are strong with this E-Witness.
Yeah, I wonder why they took out Genesis when it is a legacy legal card.
I don't know. That's a weird choice. Plow Under, Chameleon Colossus, and Lotleth Troll.
We don't have anything to make Lotless Troll work right now. And although if we do see Living Death, I think we're picking it.
Yeah, I guess the question then becomes, you know what? We have E-Witness. I'm the jackass.
Yeah, let's play Plow Under. We already have, like, guys in the 4 slot and 5 slot that sort of fit into the Chameleon Colossus fit.
This is not a slight at Chameleon Colossus at all, because back in the E-Witness Profane Command deck that I talked about, this guy was a frickin' house. But in other E-Witness decks I've played, you go Plow Under, E-Witness, Plow Under, and your opponent goes and just, like, cries home. And it has...
Also going to say we have Plow Under and Primal Command.
Yeah. Reclamation Sage or Disfigure?
That's really hard. Those are both very good cards.
Kind of like this. How much? We don't have a ton of spot removal, so Disfigure. I mean, it's weak spot removal.
It kills a lot of things in the format, though.
Yeah.
We did pass on the Stomp Howler.
Maybe it's worth picking up the cheaper version of that effect, especially because this always has targets.
True enough.
This always has targets.
It's also a May, where the single... When you want an expensive piker... now we can pick up the spot removal, I think.
Yeah, Painseer isn't what we're looking for.
Like, A, we're not a Bob deck. B, that's a terrible Bob.
That needs to be a really aggressive... Like, in the mono-black aggressive deck, that's like, okay, I'm playing Diregraph Ghoul on 1, Painseer actually is fine.
Yeah.
Because
Bob is... I think Bob is still better, though.
Well, Bob is always better, but... We want we do want some spot removal, and this does the job pretty damn effectively. It's not like Maelstrom Pulse or something coming back around. But...
Well, not many things are Maelstrom Pulse.
Right.
I guess like Pernicious Deed, Ulamage.
Ulamage. I don't know if
Maybe
we actually
get
are the
Eureka
ramp
back.
for this. Like, I really don't know.
We don't have the ramp pieces yet, but we probably not will.
Yeah. This is not a card I'm going to put it on the sideboard immediately, because it's not a card I plan on immediately playing. Because we saw last time I tried to include it that 11 was a bit high. Like, I need some more ramp than just Llanowar Elves Cultivate to run it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, we're probably not playing Dark Blast, but there might be a situation where we want it.
It's not a bad card, especially if we have something like we do have some graveyard interaction, so it's not
right,
a
like Soul. And we also have Eternal Witness to go with the things we dredge out. Speaking of our yard interaction, are we? I don't think we're a mulch deck, though.
Okay, well, we could pick up that Temple of Mystery, and that allows us to maybe splash something cool blue.
Maybe. I think that's more valuable than mulch.
Yeah, I'm again like we're not a graveyard deck, and honestly, we're not the reanimator deck that wants that.
Nah, we're not.
Um,
I don't think we can maybe splash Prime Speaker off our single Temple of Mystery.
double blue. I'm gonna steal Chandra because that's the one that's most likely to get played. What?
Wow, lightning strike this late. Yo!
I am fist pumping. Thank you, Chameleon Colossus. That's a strong fight. Like last roll here. We're at 21 cards, and I feel good uh, about them.
We're at 19, say, Hunt Master of the Wild Hunt.
Master of the Wild Hunt.
We also have Basalt Monolith, and yeah, that's basically it. Or Mesmeric Fiend, I guess. But
Happy to see this man just in the cube. I'm not.
he's pretty strong in the deck that wants him.
I think
Probably
he's
just like,
just strong in like okay, even in mono white aggro, you play him on 2 and then like spectral procession on 3.
yeah, I'm kind of seeing him in the same deck that plays that Essence Scatter next to him, like a sort of a white-blue aggressive tempo deck.
Well, even this too, like this combination,
Or even like,
you know?
yeah,
Well,
any of
this
these.
is a standard combination, you know.
Yeah, because that deck also plays like. Although Lightning Mantis is not in the cube.
No, it is not. 3-color cards in the cube are very difficult to. Yeah. Kiora actually would make a fine splash, you know.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm not gonna pick it over the in color decent card.
Well, we saw the Prime Speaker wheel. Maybe no one's in green blue.
I also kind of want Underworld Connections to come back. That card does some work.
Yeah, I would like to draw cards. That's why we picked Harmonize.
Mutagenic Growth below the curve.
Jiraga Tree Speaker.
Sad to pass Necrotol here, and also I honestly forgot that Grizzly Salvage was in the cube.
I think they might have added it. I mean, it's a good card.
That makes sense because they want green black to be like this reanimator pile.
Yeah, it's better than that mulch we passed.
Yes, most of the time. Sometimes mulch is just like, yo, 3 cards and I threw your bomb in the yard.
Yo.
Yeah, Jiraga Tree Speaker really will help with this curve up here.
If we level her up 5 times, she'll make our Llanowar elves better.
And our Fauna Shaman. And
Hey, Fada
and our
Shop.
Reclamation Sage. And then we can play our Eldrazi.
Yeah. Also, if Diabolic Servitude did come
I
back,
would pick it in a heartbeat.
I'd be okay with it. Mutagenic Growth is +2/+2 on a turn, right?
Yes, it's a fake giant growth. I would like either these 2 black cards to table. Damnation. Or Elves of Deep Shadow.
Summoning Trap. Go for it.
We
We a deck that wants Damnation.
We're a deck that wants both of these. Elves of Deep Shadow obviously is both fixing and ramp, but Damnation is freaking like... Are we a deck that wants it is a great question.
It's a classic play to follow up a Wrath with a huge guy, but
Right.
I don't know.
And also, like, with E-Witness, it becomes even more of this threat. Though, like, again, Elves is, like, fixing and a mana dork. So
We do already have Black Suns.
True, maybe that's more of a reasonable thought that we already have a Wrath.
I don't know if that's correct or not. I have no idea. I don't think you can actually go wrong here.
I think I'm going to make the safer, I guess not safer, but the more consistent choice in the Elves of Deep Shadow, giving me a little more of these 1-drops that allow me to play maybe like Obstinate Baloth or, we're probably not a Lifebane zombie deck, but Obstinate Baloth looks like the master here.
Obstinate Baloth is a good card. There's also, I don't like that Gary.
Any other Garrick and I would have immediately picked him over the Baloth, but this is the Garrick that I'm just not that much of a fan of. We're not, like, at 13 guys, which will probably end at 16 or 17, we're not creature heavy enough for him.
Yeah.
And the only thing he puts into play at a discount is Woodfall Primus, at a discount of 2.
Yeah, I don't like that a whole lot.
I don't know. I mean, I've played games of Limited where I've cast that Garrick and lost, like, where he stayed in play for 5 turns. It was just like, yep.
Who cares?
Who cares?
It's a Garrick.
But Obstinate Bailoff can create some really weird gotchas.
Like they try hemming us.
And he's got the I was about
Ooh, Temple of Malady or Scoos.
Scoos.
We picked the Scoos over fixing and regrowth.
I think we picked the Scoos over fixing because we've seen in the past Temple of Malady has a good chance of coming back around, and we have Reflecting Pool if that fails.
I would be okay if Bizarra came back.
Right. What I was about to say that Obstinate Bailoff has the Dark Star line of text, but that doesn't mean anyone to anybody watching this, so...
That doesn't even mean anything to me.
Nope, means nothing to you. The thing it should mean is that if I have Fauna Shaman in play and active, and my opponent goes to discard cards from my hand, like with Liliana Plus, I can own the hell out of them. Obstinate Bailoff is probably the best response to Liliana's Plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked the Whip of Erebos.
Whip or Kodama's
Kodama's
Reach to have another copy of Cultivate.
Whip could do some real power in this deck.
Seeing as we don't have the recurring Nightmare, we can also take use of our graveyard interactions with Whip of Erebos.
Right, and we have
especially if
like,
you're whipping in things like Precursor Golem or
not
Woodfall Primus.
Like, we still get a lot out of it, and I think I'm okay passing up Kodama's Reach when we have enough of these ramp guys here.
Yeah. Although, when you whip in Woodfall Primus, you don't get to keep it, do you?
No,
because it gets exiled.
Correct.
I guess if you could kill it before...
no, it's if it would leave the battlefield, it just goes ahead and...
Animate Dead, Thrun, and Warhammer.
Warhammer. Animate Dead ain't looking awful here. We've got an awful lot of things for it. I'm not feeling Warhammer as much, seeing as we just picked Whip of Erebos.
We have 4 different huge 4-drops.
Right, so that's actually making me look towards Animate Dead.
Yeah, maybe Animate Dead.
We have Fauna Shaman.
Yeah, just Fauna Shaman. It can also just be like spinning a card to return a guy to play.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. That's just fine. Especially...
We already have some very powerful 4s, a lot of varying very powerful 4s, so I feel like Thrun isn't a necessary pick, and I've got a choice here between Abrupt Decay and Thoughtseize, probably?
Yeah. I don't think we need Vengevine.
No.
Kakusha would be cool, but I think Abrupt Decay or Thoughtseize.
Right, both of those operate very powerfully in the deck.
How many pieces of spot removal do we have? Ultimate Price,
Not much else. Feeling like
Vraska minus. We have Dark Blast, which is probably not making the main.
I'm gonna trust in Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize is like spot removal. Underworld Connections came back.
I actually am going to take it here. We're a deck that I think can take advantage of this, and also seeing that makes me feel a little better that Temple of Malady might have made it around.
We're not a Mesmeric Fiend deck, I don't think.
No. If we had, like, quite honestly, Mesmeric Fiend, I either want in, like, a more aggressive black deck or a deck with a sack outlet or something.
Yeah, like attrition.
Yeah.
Like if you were the attrition.
Is attrition in the current cube?
Is attrition in the current cube? We might be able to play Grizzly Salvage.
We probably
I don't think
won't, but we're certainly more it than the others in here. We're not
Grizzly
a corrupt deck because we're much more green than we are black anyway.
And we're not going to see Urborg, so we know that. So is attrition in the cube?
I don't know if it is anymore.
It is not. They took it out.
Okay.
It's strange.
This was the Damnation pack.
Yeah. So
we
have another power 4 to pick, I guess.
I'm not even happy with that. I'm thinking of just hating on Grim Lavamance.
I could hate Grim Lavamancer or Edric.
I don't want to hate on things. I'm just going to pick up the good... Edric's such a strong dude.
We could play him.
We could have. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
No, we can't, I don't think.
I know.
Let's hate on Falconwrath Aristocrat or Hero or Huntmaster.
I think, honestly, I can better deal with Nuts. This is regrowth over. There's no Temple of Melody here, so
Okay, that's a bit strange. Oh, the regrowth is also hella strong, especially with like.
tendrils on the sideboard.
Okay,
So
a little light on spot removal, but full of good things.
also, there's definitely somebody in my colors now.
Maybe, or just maybe somebody with a can't see half the screen.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Better call Saul. Let's
Are you talking about just how large the cards are?
who knows? Let's build a deck. So
All
what
right.
things do we automatically want? Like Pelucranos and
Let's go in backwards and then
because
sort.
we had 11 cuts to make there.
So E-Witness, my mana ramp, Thoughtseize, Fauna Shaman,
Ultimate price,
Scavenging
maybe.
Ooze.
Black Suns.
Let's go with Chameleon, Colossus, and Pelucranos as the autos here. This stuff up top. Alright, Plow Under. Oh, okay. Cultivate.
Ultimate price, maybe Black Suns.
Yeah.
So now we have three more intros.
I like
Um,
Whip and
Whip,
Whip and like.
maybe Harmonize or Underworld Connections.
I think one of the two is like a card draw option, and we have with Whip we have a lot of life gain, so Underworld Connections should do a lot.
So one more. We could shore up the early game with like Bitter Blossom. We could play Animate Dead as a funny card.
Anime Dead might not be bad. Master of the Wild Hunt also could do some work. It's
Yeah.
very good on turn 2 or 3. Master of the Wild Hunt. Yeah, I actually the big thing for me is I wanted more guys.
Yeah. And we can sort of and with this we can sort of speed into 4, which is our number.
How can I
Do you
fit
have any
this
other
in? This is the only other card I think I'm really Reclamation Sage. I'm not worried about because we have like a couple other ways of dealing with.
and Primal Command, yeah. And
Yeah,
then so we can if we need more, we can include more.
yeah. Dark Blast also operate like we don't have interactions with Bitter Blossom, which makes me disinclude.
Yeah, I don't like it much as just guys. If we had the recurring nightmare, it would be nuts.
We,
But
we don't have anything else though. There's no, yes, it's an endless stream of 1/1s. I don't know what else
I don't like it. But I don't think it's what our plan is.
Thoughtseize myself on 1 and Animate Dead on 2 sounds like the most hilarious like
I would accept it if we were doing that to like Woodfall Primus to kill a land of
Yeah.
theirs because that's like turn 2 sinkhole plus get a 6/6.
yeah. Yeah, the only
Can
thing
we
I'm looking at is the
If you could
Ulamog is not. Sorry, that's there's not enough ramp in this deck to make Ulamog realistic.
yeah.
Woodfall Primus is almost outside of that, but it's
Yeah, Woodfall Primus is our token Eldrazi. I think we can hit 8 with our 3 dorks and cultivate.
no debate on the strength of Bitter Blossom. I just wish I don't want to include it without more going on.
Yeah. Is there a piece of top end we could take out? We only have like 3 heavy pieces of top end. And those are at 6 and 8.
Tree Speaker technically makes all of my mana dorks double, but that almost never happens. Tree Speaker, like,
Tree Seeker levels up once. That's what you do.
yeah.
I don't know what we would play that would be cheaper though, and it'd be like taking out Woodfall Primus for Harmonize.
I'm sitting here thinking if Underworld Connections is weaker than Harmonize.
You have to use it twice, 3 times. I don't know. I would like Black Suns in this deck with all our mana and being able to like.
The big problem there is
Precision
that it's going to kill all of our mana dorks to use it.
Or any Wrath would do that.
Right, and that's the problem with playing a Wrath in this sort of thing.
So do we play a Wrath or do we take that out for Harmonize?
What do I have for removal without it?
Ultimate price, and then minus Vraska.
Ugh, that's
Oh, yeah, we also have Pelucranos.
Pelucranos.
Pelucranos is kind of a wrath.
I'm gonna make this change at least. The other issue is I don't even know how viable double black is that early. Not that
Mm,
you know,
we could put in like Animate Dead or Bitter Blossom over that, or other maybe just Underworld connections over that.
or black suns, or
Yeah, if you're thinking of her Black Suns, if you weren't thinking about it. Harmonize is better than Harmonize. I agree.
I agree with that statement as well. Oh, that's
Right.
that's like removal.
You want to just play that over? We need that and Black Suns, or
Let's do this.
yeah,
And then
this is fine.
I'm going to it's probably going to look like 7-5 or I'm sorry 10-5 or I want the other group. Uh, either probably 10-5.
Yeah, I'm okay with 10-5. That gives us 7 black sources.
Might want one more than that.
So 9-6.
9-6. 9-6 gives me 11 green sources and
11 trees. And we also have our dorks shoring it up on both sides.
well the dorks shore it up a lot more on green, but
You're saying animate dead on. Can you animate another graveyard?
yes.
Okay. There's so much text on the card that
I look at
sometimes
that.
I forget which one it is.
When Animate Dead enters the battlefield, if it's on the battlefield, it loses Enchant Creature in a graveyard and gains Enchant Creature put onto the battlefield with Animate Dead. Return Enchanted Creature card to the battlefield under your control and attach Animate Dead to it. When Animate Dead leaves the battlefield, that creature's controller sacrifices it. Enchanted Creature gets -1/-0. The important part there is literally the in a graveyard.
Yeah, in a graveyard.
Bloodline Keeper I like, but the fact that I have where are you?
We have so many power fours. Like if we
this Master of the Wild Hunt kind of operates in the same realm as the 3/3 that makes 2/2s. This is more evasion, whereas this is more board control.
so if we end up needing more flyers, we can make the change.
Anyway, I'm going to add basics. It's going to tell me like really heavy. Okay, so it's going to tell me slightly heavier there. I think I'm fine with 9-6. I'm either How bad is it to not have black? Is I guess the question.
No early Thoughtseize, and then not being able to play Ultimate Price, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? It's a lot more of a risk to not have the.
Yeah. One moment.
Yeah, it's a lot more of a risk to not have the green. So I think I'm going to include slightly less. That's a bit low, and I've Cultivate and Elves of Deep Shadow. Soul of Innistrad is slow, but I'm still going to try it out. Gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever played with this card, and I just kind of want to see how it operates. I wish it was Grave Titan. I would actually like Grave Titan a lot more. But the fact that I've honestly never played with the card, like this is the first time I've ever drafted it. I've seen it going around a lot of times though. Actually, no, I've probably drafted it earlier. I just don't know if I've ever asked the damn thing. It is extremely slow though. That's a certainty. Yeah, especially like Grave Titan when we have stuff like Whip is a lot better with Grave Titan. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try this setup. I might be light on black. Alright, can we fight the Scrub Lord? Scrub Lord is a powerful guy. So here we go. MM Majors on the play with a... His hand kind of sucks. How bad would a 6 look like?
Ah, sorry.
This hand is,
Jeez.
yeah, this hand is slow. I'm on the draw,
It's,
too.
I don't know, man.
I think it's a borderline, and it's probably a bit more of a mulligan, but I'm going to roll with it.
It's got Harmonize in it, and like Polychronos.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where this leads. Polychronos
Our
folds.
opponent's going to be super fast.
Probably. Yeah, it's definitely like safe because it's like, yeah, I can cast everything. I have like mana both sides. Scavenging Ooze makes me feel a little better here because it just gives me something to damn do.
A bear.
Bear. Yeah, I didn't have a chance at like another Mind Stone. Interesting. Oh my god, is he the machine?
Is he the machine? I don't know.
Uh,
I think we play the black.
yeah, it's not worth sandbagging that to.
Because we might want to make a double black on 4.
Yeah. Scavenging Ooze, like Pelucranos on 4, Whip on 5, and then just like roll in.
Or maybe Polychronos on 4, or Harmonize on 5.
Depends on the board situation, of course. Oh,
The
yeah.
machine is named after a deck we encountered a long time ago, which was Mono Red Mono Rocks Lodestone Golem with X spells and burn.
Yeah,
And
it was a mono red deck, but we also saw it in white that basically operated off of mono rocks, like Grim Monolith Mindstone to play like 4s and 5s, Chrome Mox even.
I think that deck also had like Avalanche Riders and
The
Land Hate.
well, the big thing in there was that deck existed in the Holiday Cube where it could have like Mox, Lotus sort of stuff, and all of a sudden it was this pile of
Yeah. Oh, 3 colors. The white machine was actually me,
that was you.
which had Lotus into Hero of Bladehold and
Yeah, but yeah,
among other things.
it's basically like a mid range, a bit higher mid range.
Yeah. So the machine is like a. Let's see if we draw. I'd be okay with like Cultivate off the top.
That would be pretty strong.
No, we want the game sounds.
Game sounds.
I guess we attack with a bear.
Yeah. Worst case is what Resto Angel comes in and blocks.
That'd be
Right.
the absolutely worst. And declare blockers are here, so he's just gonna. I don't know if I'm looking forward to Holiday Cube or not. I mean, why is this gonna be freaking Pestermite? Oh,
Okay.
he does that now.
Oh, he was waiting to see if there was a more juicy target. If I played a 3, it's more valuable for him to bounce as far as a mana sink goes. And the Scavenging Ooze isn't really doing too much than 2. It didn't seem like it was just.
Polukranos, eh?
That's my feeling against Geist the Saint Trap, by the way. By the way, Massacre Worm makes short work of that if we live long enough.
Oddly enough, we have the triple black.
Yeah, not even. We have quad black if necessary.
Yeah, Pet Reanimator is super sick. It's also going to have old channel into Imrakul.
Yeah. The
We
Jeskai
could also,
man.
we could
Guys,
also if he plays like another 2-drop, we could like 2-power guy.
I'm sitting here picturing the world where he just taps out for Angelic Destiny and kills me in 2 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Powered Cube is such a different world.
Yeah, basically, Powered Cube is. Do you have Moxes?
I enjoyed Channel Karn. I enjoyed like
Powered Cube sort of demands that you have a lot of powerful things in it, or you just lose.
all right, what the question is here is if it's worth whip attack
Whip Attack outraces Geist.
easily. I think that's safe then. I'm going to play whip and see what he does, I guess. He doesn't have Cryptic, obviously. He's on single blue. Counterspell? Remand. I'm actually completely fine with this.
Now, do we attack or not?
gonna do it.
Pelucranos attacks.
My thought process here, weird that he didn't use Mind Stone for the... Anyway, my thought process here is that I'm outracing him pretty effectively on the ground. It's 18 to 20. I also have Massacre Worm coming up on next turn if he's tapped out a little low. I would like that blue to be tapped to be able to make that play.
And if not, we have other things to do. Like...
Honestly, if he isn't tapped that low, I will probably make Whip of Erebos plus Scavenging Ooze.
Mm-hmm. So here comes Geist.
Yep, so here's him making his attacks.
See, what I really wanted him to do was tap Temple of Triumph to float Greater Gargadon.
We have Greater Gargadon.
Oh, we have Greater Gargadon, geez.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be a really good use for the Angel at end combat step.
Alright. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and make the Whip of Erebos. And then we'll go ahead and make combat.
Okay.
And then I'll make the second play as I mentioned. So right now we're racing much harder.
I don't like him being full grip, but I also don't understand why he's not doing anything with the full grip. Right. Was he off double blue?
He was on 5 mana there with a 6-card hand and did nothing. That's really suspect. Does he have something...
It's like sword. Cheat.
Yeah.
No sword.
Right, like the fact that he's done nothing is extremely strong, like strange. Strong.
Strong strange? Yeah, he's seen Scavenging Ooze, Pelucranos, and Whip of Erebos. Did you take the trade?
I'll take the trade. I feel like he's going for a Wrath here anyway, but... If he's going to hand me the option to trade, I'm going to make him spend mana to do it if he wants. He might land Sun Titan. That would be probably the best reason to make that play.
How much is our Pelucranos fight right now?
Pelucranos can fight 3 or 2. If I draw a land, he can fight 3.
So he that'd be an 8/8 fighting Geist and Sun Titan down.
Can't fight Geist.
Right, hexproof. I thought it didn't target. I thought that was just fight everybody.
No, it's fight targeting, and it actually isn't fight. It's deal X damage. It only deals the damage.
So it's just punching.
Yes.
What am I thinking of then?
Opponent doesn't have the 6th land, so there's no Myriad Angel.
Flying Hill Giant.
Yep. I could play Massacre Worm here.
You can. To kill off the bird.
And...
Yeah, that like Soul of Innistrad.
I feel like the Massacre Worm is probably the... Let's go with that. He could counter here, but
we can also whip it back and have the same effect.
That's my thought process. If he counters, all of a sudden Pelucranos gets to attack like just fine anyway. Monolith is probably the most reliable counter he could have. He could also have Condescend for 1.
Or Essence. He has nothing, it turns out.
And now, okay, so he takes 2 damage from a creature dying, which this is a constant. So when he chump blocks the Pelucranos here,
which he does, right? Like
unless he's got into the Royal or something.
Yeah, Massacre Worm is super happy. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hello!
Man,
I am cast Infest at you.
Stymied hopes.
Stymied hopes. He like rune boggles us.
Okay. So we only had to show our opponent 4 cards for this, and we saw that our opponent... Honestly, I don't know what the red's for. Like, when I first saw that, it was like, oh, he's red for, like, some sort of, fast, aggressive play, but he looks like he's, blue-white, splash red for maybe, like, Ajani or Keranos?
All right. Well, Keranos, Ajani, hell, even, like, Bolt is a hella splashable card. What does Reclamation Sage do here?
Out of the cards we saw, it just kills Mind Stone. Bitter Blossom isn't a bad choice here because of all the flyers we saw.
Right. That also makes Bloodline Keeper, okay.
Correct.
Would Bloodline Keeper be better than Master of the Wild Hunt?
If I do that, I probably add another swamp. I think that would be okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know which is better, Master Hunter or Bloodline Keeper.
Let's go ahead and try the change.
Yeah, we'll try it out, and if Bloodline Keeper just ends up being super bad, we can just accept it.
We're up a game. I'm adding the swamp to again account a bit more for double blacks.
There's also Black Suns as a way to kill Geist.
Not a bad idea. I'm gonna go in to two.
Yeah, we'll
here.
see what happens. How do you like lands? Do you like lands?
Opponents
I
at
guess-
41 cards.
He kept-
I cannot do this.
Yeah, well,
This
it's mulligan. I like this a lot better, although not a whole lot.
I don't like this a ton, but I'm going to go ahead and try it because 5 could be even worse. Hopefully we see either third land or mana dork being the more preferable
Yeah,
option.
if we got Monodork and then land, this is sort of bad, but
I'm sorry. Ancestral Visions is his suspended card. Okay.
okay. There's third land.
Yep, third land.
So we might end up just pricing the first thing he plays and then e-witnessing it back.
Correct. Hopefully, like, Emiria Angel would be a good target for that. We obviously can't target his, name of card, Geist of St. Traft, for about two very strong reasons.
Yeah, for a couple of reasons.
This is interesting.
Okay. Is the reason he wasn't doing anything because he was off colors?
That would be crazy.
Because this guy's a 5-color pile?
It's quite
Well,
possible.
he looks like 4-color pile right now.
I don't think
We got all the
green.
green cards.
Alright, I am going to attempt the Pelucranos here. Remand was the counter we saw. He obviously, with this much blue, could have,
Counterspell, Condescend to be like one of the worst things right now.
Monolith. Like, I don't have to list them off. The only one he can't have is Cryptic.
You can't have Cryptic, you can't remove Soul.
Alright,
Okay.
that's something I have to burn sooner or later, so let's burn it now while we can.
We have Vraska next turn. We also have Eternal Witness next turn.
Yeah.
I guess we also have Primal Command next turn, but I don't think we're
I
playing
like-
it.
I think like, Vraska can't do anything on this board.
Yeah, what is Primal has a regrowth mode. What's its other mode would be using?
Return target creature. Grab a creature from your deck. Return target non-creature permanent to the top of its owner's library. Which I like
Probably
that
like Sacred
one.
Foundry.
Emiria Angel, you say?
We can also ultimate price, and then oh man, he's got the fetch to go with it.
Yeah, that's 2 dudes. That's good.
I mean, we can ultimate price plus e-witness.
Hell, I could even just Vraska, but he gets 2 guys there, so that's probably bad.
Yeah, because you can just attack Vraska and kill it then.
Let's go ahead and ultimate price. That'll get him to crack the fetch. Sad that E-Witness can't get Primal here, but this is a necessary play. Wow, he is heavier black. We'll go ahead and grab back Pelucranos here.
Yeah, I think that's slightly more valuable than ultimate price, considering we do have Vraska in hand.
I don't like Vraska +1 specifically because his colors show, and his full grip show that he probably has a way to deal with that in a way
Biggest
that.
O-ring.
Well, I guess, okay, I would be betting against that, and the loss would be I skipped my entire turn for him to spend O-ring, and then he hits me for 5 and makes a flyer. Whereas here, I get rid of his angel and do a bit more. Like, I can Vraska next turn for plus, and that,
That might be the play, or it might just be Pelucranos.
right. And we'll see where this goes. Like, Vraska Plus here looks usable. I'm going to go ahead and attack first in case of Resto Angel, which would be an interesting play, but... Also, Vraska here is, I think, the least powerful of mine in case of a counterspell.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see, like, negate here.
That would be good. Cryptic. 5, Force Proper.
Did he overtap for Cryptic?
Condescend. Okay. So, yes, a counterspell, and my least threatening of my plays got hit. I like Pelucranos on 7 here, because that allows me to fight for 1. If I, like, needed to kill a bird at instant speed. Like, let's say, in case of Angelic Destiny, that sort of effect.
Right, Angelic Destiny.
Our opponent doesn't look like a guy that's playing it, but with Geist of Saint Traft, I'm not going to preclude him from having that. Let me grab up
The chat.
both cards on top.
Top. Never like that, do ya?
Yeah, that generally means he's got goods coming. What are the goods? Geist of Saint Traft. Powerful goods. I guess that means each E-Witness is staying back. And triple blue back up.
And here come the birds.
Yep. Well, I can test the waters with Pelucranos.
I would rather that be countered than... I really hope Swamp is on top.
We have triple.
Or we do have triple.
Like, this would be a huge swing if it works, but our opponent has shown...
Yeah, shown counters. Let's try Pelucranos. Hopefully eat it. Or not eat it. If he doesn't eat it, sure, fine. I like this because Geist still can attack.
Yeah.
Everybody is going crazy over the worm.
Okay.
We love the worm too. Okay, Pelucranos resolved.
E-Witness is standing back on actual blocking duty.
Yeah, in case of things such as, like, path or swords.
Yes. Yeah, regrowthing with command is technically possible, but both a huge loss in the power of the command because I'm giving up a mode to shuffle my grave back and then getting the creature, and just how, like, that's hugely... Is it, okay, Baleful Strix.
Okay.
This is all making Massacre Worm look even deadlier.
Come on, tap more blue. Yes, tap more blue. Parallax Wave.
Okay, here's the question. I can fight a bird.
Is that worth it? Well, I mean, yeah, you can fight a bird, and when it comes back in, does he come back in with the counter still?
No, he won't.
We got nothing else to do with our mana.
The big thing is, like, Massacre Worm does more damage if birds are around.
Oh.
But...
This
might get him to burn another Parallax Wave counter in response. Oh no!
So what bird do we fight? Just Strix?
No, I'm gonna fight bird.
Okay. Let's see. He's gonna Parallax. Okay, that's. He wants to attack.
Yeah, the big thing is that his Parallax Wave will let him dodge,
Massacre Worm?
Yes. So now I need to... The big thing here is it's hard for me to, like, okay, if I had Baleful Strix fight Pelucranos, I lose both, and no longer get it back into play if I get rid of that wave. Now the question is, can I get rid of the wave?
Woodfall. We can't cast Woodfall Premise.
Now, okay, so if I go for Massacre Worm, everything ends kind of poorly, and it doesn't actually function. So the question becomes, yeah, he waves witness, so I can, like, the cool thing here is, like, I can primal command his parallax wave back to the top of his library, search my deck for a creature, or even gain life. Sounds reasonable. And then go ahead and get back primal command immediately.
We can do that, yeah, and that returns Polukranos to play, right?
Yes,
And also, he could do the same thing next turn, though, is...
but I could do the same thing too. We can continue doing this fight.
Well, he attacks for 6, 7, 8 next turn. We gain 7.
No, he only attacks for 7. I'll kill a bird.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be stupid, and we're just going to sit here and do this forever. Oh, I'm sorry, what mode are you asking me there? Target player gains 7 life, put target creature on... Okay, so I gain 7 life. This goes away. I have anti-mana leak mana up. He technically doesn't have lethal on the board.
Choose 2.
Not playing the worm already. We're going to do this stupid back and forth. Because if he lets me keep this loop, if he lets me keep doing this... He might Parallax Wave his Baleful Strix. Or does he have a counterspell? Remand.
That's pretty bad.
Alright, so neither of my spells were actually resolving, meaning the effect there was moot. Also meaning I don't feel that bad about not playing the Massacre Worm on the 2 turns before, because that's more than likely his response. I don't technically die here. Go to 1. Because I killed a bird earlier.
We killed the bird.
Of course, he could have, you know... Honestly, is that a bolus?
Could he be Bolus? Splashing red for Bolus.
Bolus.
Okay.
Yo, can I burn you out with Massacre Worm?
I think we gotta try it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I try. This does a heavy amount of damage. If it resolves.
He only goes to 5 if this happens, though. I mean, it does wrath his board if it goes, but...
Right, I won't die next turn if this resolves, is the main thing. No matter what he does, his current board cannot just murder me. And that's incredibly important to me.
He can save Baleful Strix and Geist with Parallax Wave, right?
Yes. The problem there is that means the Parallax Wave will die on the turn following, giving me my board back.
Right.
This is an incredibly good thing. No, I won't die because he blinks out his Geist and it comes back at upkeep. Parallax Wave has fading, which means it doesn't die at 0 counters. It dies when it fails to remove a counter, meaning that unless he has a way to remove Parallax Wave, it will... Alright, so yep, he's removing the Geist, and he's going to remove his Baleful Strix as well. But his creatures that'll come back won't have...
Basically, it means we're going to have to kill the Baleful Strix with Polukranos.
Yeah, so
and then we can Primal Command to live.
This is 8 points of burn. Yeah, if that was... Fading is a very strange... Witness... Is Witness, like, just ultimate price?
Either that or Vraska.
Now, here's a cool thing. As long as I continue to control...
Wait, Vraska can kill Elspeth.
Okay, his Elspeth is probably minusing, because it kills Polukranos and,
And we're not in a very good position at all.
No, we're not. I am... So here's the question. He is going to use Elspeth's minus to kill off both Polukranos and E-Witness here. What play...
Well, Polukranos and Massacre Worm.
Yeah, sorry. Masker Worm and Bluegrass. If I get back Vraska... Huh. I can only play Vraska in my turn if I did that. However, with Primal Command, I could play Primal Command, do something, and then also follow it up. I don't know what with, though.
I don't know with what it either.
I'm going to go ahead and grab the ultimate... God, Ultimate Price has no targets on this board, so that feels...
Very odd. I don't see a way out of this, though.
Yeah. We'll go with the Ultimate Price. Specifically because it's a card I could possibly use. He gets a free card, and then he gets his draw for turn. And we'll see what goes on from here. Hello, Pokecaptain. Yeah, the 7 needs to gain I need to gain 7 and get myself way back in this. I don't quite know what that is.
What creature could it be then? Bloodline Keeper?
It needs to be something I can cast, to be entirely honest.
What do we have? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So, like, what 3-drop do we have?
Yeah. If he does anything but Elspeth minus, I would be really surprised.
Whip would be good. Because then we could whip back the worm.
Whip would be... Oh! Damn, that would be a strong draw.
We don't have a way to get that, though.
Disciple of Bolus. You can alt produce Geist Angel token again. Okay. We'll see where this goes. Our opponent... The big thing is our opponent also wild card, has 4 cards in hand and 9 mana and all colors.
Like, what if he just goes like Char here?
Ha.
Okay, so we need Whip. If we draw Whip, Elspeth dies and his board goes away.
He dies. His life total goes to 0 when he gets attacked by the
when he gets attacked by Massacre Worm. Let's see what we draw.
Land, making Primal Command a 4.
Let's look.
So that's got to be gain 7 life and find a guy, right? That's all the modes I could possibly do.
Yeah, I think so.
So, of course, if he has a counter spell, this is entirely his mood. But yeah, I can ultimate price the angel token to like gain my life. Mind Stone to draw a card. Oh! Man's digging.
So what creature do we get if this resolves?
Good question. Bloodline Keeper isn't a bad choice. Scavenging Ooze actually isn't a bad choice either.
How much life could we gain with Scoos?
Oh wow, actually only 2. Bloodline Keeper would give me a flying defense as well as a... Baloth would be life. Baloth would be staying alive a little longer. The problem...
Bloodline Keeper doesn't really do it, though.
Sort of.
Well, it doesn't this turn.
Right. Bloodline Keeper I'm not a huge fan of. I kind of... I don't know. It's not the football Baloth. The football Baloth is leatherback Baloth, but because of leatherback Baloth, I refer to most Baloths as football Baloth, including this one. I'm thinking, man, this Plow Under is... I'd like to be able to cast it.
Yeah, just to put him off everything for a few turns.
Man, Primus would be some good. I'm going to go ahead and choose the... Oh, man. Yeah, let's go with the Keeper. Tough choice, but I've got to choose something. Like both, there's a couple good choices there. The ooze I wish had more targets. There's only a Myria Angel and 2 creatures in my yard.
Which we might not even want to eat because if we animated dead Massacre Worm, that would also be hella sweet.
Yeah. The other issue I have with ooze is that it actually will quickly get out of line with like Elspeth here. This also is a threat to a pretty decent threat to Elspeth. Attacking there on Elspeth might not have been a bad idea. Swords to plowshares, you say? Okay.
Oh, it turns out we did get Obstinate Balos.
Yeah.
Only 1 point less of life, I think.
And I feel better about not... I thought about attacking Elspeth there to try to force a block because of the fact that it witnesses a lethal attack at it. But the main issue there is that if he has swords...
Okay, so Geist can
Yo! Oh, 3 black sources, son of a bitch!
Okay,
God.
so damn it, we were
Damn
one
it.
off.
Damn it! That would have been so
One
great.
off. Okay.
One off. Oh.
So what saves us now?
Our opponent blowing up his own swamp.
I guess getting Massacre Worm back would also... How much life do you lose on Animate Dead?
None.
Do it.
I'm just looking,
Make sure. Wait, we can do that and Plow Under.
Hello! Do you have the answer?
I hope this works.
Oh my god, just lose 10 life, the game ends, our opponent just goes mad. Plowing Islands doesn't do enough that he has... Ha! Repeal to not die! Alright.
Oh, man.
The big thing with Plowing Islands is that it's not enough because he has 5 blue sources. It's not enough. Like, he has it's, yeah. Oh my god. Alright. How are you doing today?
Now we Plow Under his...
Black sources.
Right. Go to 1! I have a feeling Elspeth might make tokens this turn.
But he dies if he chump blocks. He dies if he makes a token because of ultimate freaking price.
Oh man, he doesn't know about Ultimate Price though. Yeah, he does, because of E-Witness. Okay.
But he also has to
So
pay a
he's
Slaughter
gotta-
Pact.
Yesro has to play Slaughter Pact. He might minus Elspeth and then play Geist.
That's possible.
In which case, we need to draw gas quick.
Right, I only have 1 turn of stopping that.
I'm so glad we got to do one of the plays I thought of.
I know. So good.
Hey everybody, I'm back!
Okay.
He's going to scry away one of the lands we put
No,
on
no,
top.
he drew both.
Oh. Wait, how did he draw the other one?
He drew for turn.
Or it's Serum Visions, not
Yeah.
preordained. The two are so similar and yet so different. Here comes Geist. Okay.
Elspeth
Okay.
dies to kill that. Okay.
So,
Scoos.
Scoos to live! Okay.
I'll take Scoos to live. Not only Scoos to live, but Scoos to threaten, any attack is lethal sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. We eat his...
Geist if it attacks.
No, I mean, we eat the Emiria Angel first, I think.
Yes, I obviously eat his Emiria Angel first.
I would be happy whipping back any of the creatures in our yard.
Oh my fucking god! He actually it was the bolus. I can't believe it was the bolus the whole time. All right. Scoos to remove Baleful Strix. Scoos to remove Emiria Angel. God, this sucks to do. Scoos to... Okay, so here's my thought process. The only way I'm winning this game... He's tapped out, he has nothing left. The only way I'm winning this game is I top deck Whip and kill him that way.
And like whip back Massacre Worm?
Yes. What this means is that I think I want to take the Geist lethal attack, like the Geist attack, and so I need to remove one of my own guys. We'll go with Pelucranos.
We also remove Eternal Witness.
We're dead to anything of his, so honestly, probably not.
Okay, then we don't
My
need to.
thought process here is going... Alright, so... I'm going to remove... I guess... That's probably fine. I'll remove E-Witness. The one we care about is Massacre Worm. And I'm going to go ahead and remove, like... and then I'm going to go ahead and ultimate price my guy. I guess remove his... We'll go with swords. Actually... Now we kill it.
You respect days?
Yes. So, again, the only way I'm winning is by... Actually... So you can have it. I'm going to ultimate price it here on his turn. So... Primus won't save us because we'll die to the Geist. I'm playing to my Whip out rather than my Primus out. Both are, like, different outs. One is an immediate win. The other is a delay that lets my opponent still have a way to kill me.
Well, if we play Woodfall Primus, we just die.
Okay, so... And this is his... So this is his game to win. He had the one life.
Well, he just has to attack.
Yep. So, alright. He is the bolus.
Okay,
Sad we couldn't scam him with the...
Massacre Worm?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about Black Suns now? 'Cause
Honestly, Massacre Worm does enough.
Okay, we just have to draw it. So what do you think?
Thinking either... Like, honestly, maybe Regrowth, maybe something like Bitter Blossom.
Yeah, Bitter Blossom would be okay here.
I like the permanent, I think life total is fine, and that's... I think, finally, I can admit, maybe that's better than Bloodline Keeper.
Perhaps it is better than Bloodline Keeper.
I'm going to go ahead and live in a world where it is.
It's either that or like Animate Dead, although Animate Dead was so good.
Animate Dead was a hero. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that.
Oh yeah, if we had plowed under his Black Sources after he did Slaughter Pact... Are you that much in love with turn 1 Thoughtseize? Well, you can't, because that's a slow land.
Yep.
I think this is a mulligan. Okay!
Worthless.
Oh, God. Let's rip Thoughtseize and then... Okay. Logical, it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go! Can Bitter Blossom alone win a game? Ooh,
Ah, he does have preordain as well.
uh Top, top, Rutro.
He might have been lands.
Okay. All right, fairy rogues. We're here.
I would like to top deck like Thoughtseize into Thoughtseizing his Geist he's not playing. Okay. Jace.
Did you know that makes fairy rogue token really awful?
It does.
Like literally a useless token. Like,
He's probably not even going to.
no, he's literally just gonna use it to stop the fairy rogues.
So you get to bleed out slowly.
Not only that, but he's going to ult that, and then everything's going to go horribly, that sort of thing.
We'll hopefully have like Primal mana before that. If Primal can resolve.
I think I try it.
What do we search for?
I don't know, but I think I have to try it. My opponent has 7 cards. It's obviously going to get countered, but I can't not go for this.
Also, if we can stall, maybe? Oh. Precursor Golem? For Lycranos?
E-Witness?
E-Witness? E-Witness would be pretty cool.
Let's do this.
And then we can animate Dead the E-Witness!
I believe Jace's trigger is still active.
We can
Don't
try.
care. Don't care. Yeah, Jace's trigger is still active. I just
Yeah,
want
they're
to.
still active.
I want to show that off. There's no cost in this. If my opponent shows me that I'm owned here, like you can call me on it, but this is something that's worth showing. Ooh, Fauna Shaman might have actually been the right call there, but
We can do it on our next Primal command, because he's not recasting Jace here. He's casting Bolus here.
no way. He tapped his lands like incredibly wrong. Was all. All right. The moment we
At the moment Jace goes away, you're going to be facing down a lot of fairies.
yeah, you're gonna have a lot of problems pretty quick. Primal Command I like here because it's both a tutor and a 2-for-1. Like, there's a lot of reasons I like it in this situation. Oh, and I just hard draw Fauna Shaman. I'm feeling strong. Attack
Did we
Jace.
just cast that? And do we just cast Fauna Shaman, or do we go for Primal again?
I like making my opponent waste their time. Here's a question. Do I Primal Command to shuffle away Chase?
You could.
Mm-hmm.
You can also Primal Command for Woodfall Primus.
I don't know if that's true.
And then you Fauna Shaman it into the grave and then animate Dead on Woodfall Primus.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's better than just shuffling Jace away.
Thinking. I have a bit of clock on him, so I can afford this. I'm going to go ahead and... He's on 7. I'm going to go ahead and play the Fauna Shaman. We're going to go ahead and set up for that play rather than the other. If he taps out for Bolus, I get to...
Laugh at him,
Basically.
unless he kills the Fauna Shaman with it. Day of Judgment. Okay.
Ah, he's factor fictioning. Elspeth gets its own pile.
I have a feeling he's going to draw Elspeth.
Put 2 cards on bottom of library. Go figure. Let's go ahead and...
What's the plan? Oh, he's going to remand it. Okay.
Alright, nothing to really do here. I don't like any other plays, so...
Yeah, his Elspeth +3 is +3 guys.
Yes. So, go ahead and do that. I get a guy a turn, so that's not too bad. Skews, huh?
Skews.
We continue this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and search for Primus?
Maybe. Yeah, we're 1 land off from just casting that, aren't we?
Let's do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast the Skews. This could end poorly, but he could have the counter unless you pay 1 and Condescend, but...
Yeah. Well, he can't actually have Condescend up right now. Well, he has 2 lands.
Okay. He does. He's
Scavenging Ooze was covering up a land.
Yes.
Scry away, Jace.
Top. My thought here is trying to burn as much of this stuff off. Alright. Let's actually... I'll take the 3.
You can also cast Massacre Worm.
That's my thought process next turn.
If we don't draw the mana for Woodfall Primus.
Mm-hmm. Preferably drawing a black.
If we draw, like, a Dork, we can play it and Massacre Worm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, this is a 12-point burn spell.
Mm-hmm. Yosh! He plus Jace last turn, right?
Yes. Swords it? Alright.
Hey, gain some life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fine with that play, you know?
Could be worse. Soldiers.
So who do we crush with Woodfall Primus if we are allowed to play it?
We'll see when we're allowed to play it.
Although if he counters it, we can
Yep.
play the land first.
It's probably not resolving, but I'm going to attempt it. Remove soul, okay.
So whose ult are we more afraid of?
Elspeth.
What's Elspeth's ult?
+2/+2 flying, all your guys.
Okay. I guess we trade?
Yeah.
Belflestrix, okay. Now we animate Woodfall Primus.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm gonna...
Like if Massacre Wormwood here, that would be the thing to actually animate on, but we don't.
Yep. Swords to plowshares.
Mm-hmm. Does he have another counterspell in hand?
Hard question.
Looks like no.
So we get rid of Elspeth because that just loses us the game.
Right. What is Jace's ultimate?
Bribery.
Oh.
That's just as bad, but Elspeth loses the game a lot quicker. Like,
I wonder what he briberies from us. I guess we can safely attack. Well, Woodfall Primus has trample, right?
yes, Woodfall Primus has trample, and it persists. So,
Yeah, so if he were to chump with Baleful we kill Jace anyways?
yes.
Here, he's going to minus.
All right.
Okay. And Woodfall Primus is our only hate in the main, right?
Vraska.
Vraska top would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. What did he take? 2 cards on bottom. D-Sphere. So he can D-Sphere the Woodfall Primus. He knows he can't win in 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. That's sad to see that happen.
I know.
If he were able to D-Sphere away the Woodfall Primus, we're on top decks and he controls a Walker.
Right. But we do still control, like, it's not like we're out, but yes.
Okay, so Balos had been good there.
God, that was a hell of a freaking round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
How much work did Bitter Blossom do versus how much did Bitter Blossom almost murder us?
You know what? Well, we ended at above 0, so Bitter Blossom was obvious. Yeah, okay. I see.